Hello, it's Bronwen Logan here, and welcome to the Reiki Women Podcasts project. We're really excited to have with us today Donna Beifus, and she's from San Diego, and she's got a business called Divine Light Reiki. So welcome, Donna.
Thank you, Bronwen.
And Donna's going to talk to us today about something that connects for her. It's one of the questions that we've asked, and it's about the precepts. So she's going to have a chat about what precept means the most to her, and especially as a woman.
So when I took my very first Reiki class several years ago, I made a commitment to say the precepts every morning and every evening with my hands in gasso. And when I first heard the precepts, the first two precepts, do not anger and do not worry, felt really daunting to me. Nonetheless, I made a commitment that I was going to say the precepts every day. And for me, what made the precepts feel doable and made them feel approachable to me was just for today, which I really consider its own precept, because just for today is a call to us to the present moment. And prior to taking my Reiki training, I had been meditating twice a day for about a year and a half. And I understood and really began to value the present moment. And so for me, just for today, that call to the present moment felt very familiar to me. And so even on the days, the moments that I wasn't perfect with the precepts, I always had that call to come back. And I believe that everything is possible only in the present moment. And so for me, just for today is a beautiful precept. It is that reminder. It's a call. So I also feel very strongly that there's energy in all of the precepts, in every single one of them. And in making a commitment to the precepts and in repeating the precepts, that over time you begin to align with them. And so for me, what at one time felt very daunting, over time, through the present moment, through commitment, through that willingness to try and start again every single day, the precepts have really become a part of me, as has Reiki. And so recently I was actually working with a client, and the client had asked me, do you get angry? And I thought for a moment, and I said, it's very rare. It's very rare that I get angry. And it really it made me stop and realize the truly profound impact that the commitment and the alignment with the precepts can create in someone's life. And for me, the reason why I value the first precept just for today so much is because that precept made me think and understand that it could be possible to live the ideals.
Yeah, absolutely. I know exactly what you mean, and I often feel that way about the precepts as well. And recently, when we were talking about them, I was sort of saying that they're sort of like for today only, or just for today, is sort of like this point here, and the precepts build up on that. Yeah. So we
Yeah.
use it as that sort of platform to build the precepts up from. But we also take it the other way as well, because it sits inside each of these precepts. They wouldn't be there. They wouldn't exist without it. And it sort of it gets in, that particular precept is inside every thought that we have and every action that we do, because it's all about what's happening right now, and
Yeah.
what we're saying, how we're acting, what what we're speaking. Yeah, words are really important, as you say, and that I liked how you spoke about that, and the value uh, of being careful of what we speak.
Yeah. Because over time, I just believe that our whole being begins to align with what we're thinking, and then what comes from us. And we start to align with those words. So
Yeah.
um, so for me, even though I felt daunted by the precepts, when I first started to study and practice Reiki, having that commitment and doing my best every day to say them and to follow them over time, it you just start to align. It's really amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And Donna, how, I don't know if it does in any way, but I just thought I'd bring it back to being a woman, and I'm just wondering if there's anything, specific that you felt that the precepts, or especially that precept, has helped you with, any of the challenges or the joys that you've had in, being a woman.
Um, so I am uh, I'm a I have I'm blessed. I have a very, very full life. And I'm a registered nurse, and for many years, I've worked a very, very full-time job. And I'm a mother. I have two wonderful children. They're young adults now, and I'm married, and I have many interests, and I am very involved with my family. And I have, as I said, I have a full life. And so one of the things that the precepts and that Reiki has really helped me so much with is to um, manage. And
Mm,
while I've always been very just profoundly grateful for my many blessings, there have been many times in my life where I've been taxed and I've been exhausted, and I've wondered how I can manage it all, and how I can be my best in my job, how I can be my best for my husband and for my children and for my family and friends and my other pursuits, to really always bring my best self forward. And I have found that the peace um, that I have with my Reiki practice, um, the alignment that my Reiki practice has helped me create in my life, has really been transformative. It has absolutely been transformative for me. And in Reiki is in so many different ways. It's, you know, it almost feels magical in some respects, because it's beautiful and it's simple, and the results, the impact, the shift, the alignment that it can create in life, it's really amazing. And I think as women, um, we tend to do a lot. We're I think we're hardwired. We're hardwired to be nurturers. We're hardwired to be caretakers. We're hardwired to want to step in and lean in and help. And I think that makes women really amazing. We also need tools that support us and help to strengthen our reserves. So some of those instincts that we have to step in and to nurture and to help and to support others, Reiki can help us.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that finding a self practice that can support you with everything else that you want to do in your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, that is absolutely beautiful. And I think it's a really good call out to people to remember their own self practice. And also, you know, what you were saying at the beginning about just working with the precepts on a daily basis and keeping those thoughts in your mind and aligning yourself, as you say, with those words and finding the shift that can help with in your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Donna. Really
Thank you.
appreciated. And yeah, maybe we'll get back on another time and have a chat about some other aspects too. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was lovely to meet you.
You too. Bye.
Bye.